Hi everyone, I'm Georgina Bisby and I bought myself the Canon M50 camera in 2018 to start using for YouTube videos. Hopefully you've seen some of them. I'm really pleased with the camera, but I was finding that in situations like this where I wanted to film indoors and I wanted to make static videos, that sometimes my footage was coming out, when I was using the auto settings on the camera, it was coming out quite grainy and the sound wasn't always that great either. Now I've been borrowing microphones here and there, but I really wanted to invest in some pieces of equipment that could just help me to raise my YouTube game for 2019 a bit and just to improve the overall quality of my videos. So hopefully you'll agree that the footage that I've got now is well lit, is nice and clear, isn't too grainy, and that the sound is pretty good too. But I'm just going to rewind and show you the steps that I took to get myself to this stage. Okay, so it's the middle of the day in the UK. I've got a bit of natural light coming in from the window. I'll just show you, I've got the curtains drawn at the moment. I've got no lights turned on at all at the moment, and I'm just shooting on the Canon M50 on the auto focus, auto exposure. And what that's doing, because it's quite low light, is it's bringing up the ISO settings, and that's making, as you can see, the footage a bit grainy. So we need to think about what we can do to improve this. But first things first, it's said that people will forgive poor quality lighting and poor quality footage more than they will forgive the poor sound. So at the moment I'm just using the built-in microphone on the Canon M50, and I want to improve this. If you listen to the audio at the moment, you may be able to hear some background noise. You may also hear that it's a bit of a tinny sound. What I've just invested in is this Rode videomicro, and this was about £40, and I'm just going to put this onto the top of the camera. I don't need this bit because this is for when we're outside. Indoors I just need this, which is really compact, so easy to fit into your camera bag, and I'm going to attach that to the top of the camera and we'll see what improvement it makes. Okay, so now that's put together, I'm just going to attach it to the hot shoe on top of the camera. I'm back. So okay, now that's plugged in, hopefully you can hear that that's really improved the sound quality. It's less tinny and it's cut out that background noise as well. And the thing about this microphone that I really liked is that, as well as being a great price, it doesn't need any batteries. It runs just straight from the camera, so you plug that inside and you're good to go. So it's one less load of batteries to worry about. Okay, so that's the sound sorted, but now I need to think about the light. Now I'm going to keep the curtains shut because I want to have as much control over my light as I possibly can. And the problem with the natural light sources, although they can beautifully light the scene, you can obviously have the clouds passing by, you can have the sun suddenly shining through, so that means you may have to film your whole scene again if you're looking for a professional look. So I'm going to start by just turning on the light in the background there and seeing what difference that makes. Okay, so that's brought a bit more light into our room. It's a bit warmer. It's also changed the tones, and it's got a bit of a pinkier hue now. So I've got this 18-inch Neweer ring light, and this is popular with anyone who does these kind of static videos on the end of your bed, vlogging, and particularly the beauty vloggers like these ring lights. And you can get this from about £70, depending on what kit and what configuration you're getting. So it comes with these white filters if you're looking for a cleaner look, or you can change them for these orange filters if you're going for a warmer look. But what's really handy about this particular ring light is it comes with this hot shoe adapter, which you can then mount on here, and basically you can attach your camera into this hole here, or even your phone or whatever you're using, but it'll be the Canon M50 in my case. So that means you can then attach this to the light stand, and that can be your tripod. So at the moment the Canon M50 is on a tripod, but in a moment I'm going to switch it over so that the camera is sitting in the middle of this. Okay, so now I've attached the ring light to the camera, the Canon M50 is sitting in the middle of the ring light, and I'm now going to switch it on to see what difference it makes. Now there's just a little knob under here, and you do have to be careful not to turn it on too brightly. So let's go slow. Woo! Okay, so I'm pretty happy with how that looks. Now, if you've been following our renovation series, we've only just moved into this bedroom recently and it's not completely finished, hence I haven't shown the whole room. But we still need to add another light over the other side, so I think that would add a bit more to the picture and the depth of it if I did that. But for the moment, working with this and this is totally acceptable, and I'd be really happy with anything I shot doing this, and I think it would be quite watchable. But what I'd like to do now is just change the white filters that I'm using at the moment to these orange ones, and let's see what different kind of look it creates. Okay, so I've just taken these white ones off, switched to the orange ones. Let's turn them on and see how we look. Woo! Once again, let's see what it can take. It's adjusting, so I think we can go a bit higher. Maybe even a little bit higher. Okay, and so that's given a much warmer look than the white filters that we used before. Not sure which one I prefer, probably the white. How about you? Let me know in the comments below. So there we go, there's a couple of products that I found that I think have, in combination with my Canon M50, helped to improve my footage. And for me, as I said before, just finding the right space and time to film is quite tricky, and I like to film during the evenings because I've got young kids, so I have to wait for them to go to bed finally at about 10 p.m. So I hope that having this easy setup that I can get out anywhere, that I can use to film at the end of my bed, will be a bit liberating and give me a few more opportunities to make some videos. But I'd love your feedback. I'd love to see what you think of this setup, and if you think it's improved my footage, and if you choose to use similar products, please do let me know. I'm going to be making lots more content this year. There we go, I've said it, I've got to do it now. So please do subscribe if you'd like to subscribe. You know, there's all these things, buttons everywhere. Hit them all, hey, hit them all. Come back soon anyway if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye for now. Okay, so it's the middle of the day in the UK. I've got a bit of natural... Hi everyone, I'm Georgina Bisby, and I bought the Canon M50 camera in 2018. No lights turned on at all at the moment, and I'm just shooting on the Canon. Hopefully you've seen some of them. But I got to the point where I found a lot of the footage that I was getting from scenarios like this was quite grainy, the sound wasn't great, and I was really looking to improve my YouTube videos for 2019.